Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon Paradox Runs. I was just thinking, just before I started this run, that I think the Paradox should have a past, but I don't think it should be a past that is... It doesn't even have to be like a unique past. I'm just thinking, if you do a Paradox past, why not make it so that depending on what your current skin is, robot, pilot, hunter, that is the past that you do when you fire the bullet that can kill the past. And that way, you can still have like a random past if you want to do pasts for some reason. I think that could be a pretty interesting little, teeny tiny little mechanic that doesn't really do all that much, but it does allow the Paradox to collect the bullet. We have Table Tech Shotgun. Very clearly, we have Table Tech Shotgun. And I guess one of the reasons why I'm thinking that that could be a cool thing to have is that eventually I would like it if the Paradox had some reason to have a past. I should say I would like it if all of the characters had... Oh, thank you. I would like it if all of the characters had some reason to have a past. Like, if you have a past, then after you fight the Lich, you can also fight your past as like a little bonus at the end of your run. Maybe that'll make all the runs last for another 2 minutes or something. 5 minutes, but it would still be a fun thing because you often don't worry about the past. You don't deal with the pasts at all after you've done them once in Gungeon. You have to do them twice, technically, so that you can get the alternate starting weapon if you care about that sort of thing. But other than that, it doesn't really matter all that much, does it? Yoink. What's our other gun? Dude, honestly, I know I've mentioned this in the past, JK is perfectly acceptable. And honestly, so far this run is perfectly acceptable. We have a pretty interesting starting passive that gives us a reason to flip tables offensively. It gives us something to kind of think about while we're flipping tables, trying to make sure the enemies are in front of them, especially the big boys, the gun nuts, the... I forget their names. Chain gunners. Chain gunners. That would be, you know, a very effective time to flip a table is when a chain gunner is right in front of it, as you have seen already. And we got Noodle Gun. It's literally a noodle. It is very much a noodle. What do you mean it's acceptable? It's actually pretty acceptable because it is just a starting weapon that does a little bit more damage and is automatic and takes longer before when you have to reload it, and gives you a fear effect on reload. It's a upgrade to your starter weapon. It's not a weapon that you're gonna rock for bullet hell, you know, unless you have some amazing passives to go along with it. This is a gun that you can use up to and including, yoink, you know, the second or the third floor. If you ever think to yourself, I need to use a starting gun here, why not just use JK? That's why I think it's actually a pretty decent gun, because it is just a replacement starter weapon for a long time. And I like that about it. Dude, I love that Shadow Clone charges itself. And I love that it's basically just like a double vision that you can use more frequently, question mark? I actually don't know if you can use it more frequently, but you can use it very frequently. And I've been perfectly happy with my loadout so far on this bullet twin fight. Do I like creamsicles? Krista Jambon, creamsicles are pretty good. I actually like the like weird vanilla cream flavor that you sometimes get from like supermarket brand 2-liter bottles of soda. The vanilla cream flavor. I forget what it's actually called, but it's cream something? I don't know. I actually kind of enjoy that cream flavor of soda for some reason. It's kind of horrible, but there's something about it that just kind of makes it taste okay. Two of the same bosses from the past, but like the glitched chests. That would be very tough. That would be very tough. Trying to think. Like, I'm trying to think of specifically, like, what the hell would you do about the Pilot's Past when you have two of the HMS Absolutions and they're both firing, like, the laser beam attack where you have to stay in the very middle of the screen? There's no way that you're making those dodges if you're staying in the middle of the screen, you know? That would be very unusual to fight. But, you know, my original thinking was, I would love it if there was some reason to have the pasts after the Lich fight. Like, maybe if you had the bullet that can kill the past after you fought the Lich, you could then also fight your own past, but a different version of it, like a glitch version of it. But then what about the Paradox? Well, the Paradox could have a random past, and then that makes that mechanic a little bit more usable for all the characters, not just the vanilla 6-7. I guess Gunslinger doesn't... Well, technically the Gunslinger does have a pass, so 6. No, 7. Because currently there's 8 characters in the game, I think. The original 4, Robot, Bullet, Paradox, Gunslinger. Yeah, there's 8 characters. So you need to have 8 pasts, I think. Dude, Shadow Clone is pretty damn good. Don't need to use it for every single room, but when you need it, it's there for you. 2 absolutions would be murder. Honestly, 1 is good enough. I oftentimes have a little bit of a troublesome time fighting the 1, but I haven't done it in a long time. 2 Wolf and Claws monsters or interdimensional horrors would be easy. I don't think it would be easy, because, you know, if their attacks line up, they would be very difficult to dodge. You know, just think about 2, Ganons. Or is it Cannon? Cannons. Think about 2 cannons. You have no ranged attack, you have a base wooden blasphemy, you're the bullet, and you're trying to kill both at the same time. That fight already is 10 minutes long, because you have to wait for an opening to get in there. Making it even longer would just be frickin' murder. I don't know how many bullets this would take. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna fire my wet noodle at you. Oh. Okay. Let's go, Noodle Gun. This is definitely a JK Shadow Clone opportunity here. And in fact, this is definitely an opportunity to get the enemies to kill themselves into a pit, but their AI seems to be avoiding the pits for some reason right now. Maybe I'm not close enough? Maybe I wasn't positioned correctly to get them to walk straight, but it looked like a couple of those bulletkins were specifically ignoring the pit of death that I wanted to shove him inside of. Fight a bigger ship with 4 lasers. I would love to have kind of a more interesting pass, but the problem is actually just creating it, because you would have to have, you know, find a way to add new enemies to the game, find a way to hook in new bosses, new attacks, and all that good stuff, make new animations for it, make new sprites. Nobody's gonna do all that. I've realized nobody's gonna do all that work. Or will they? Dun, dun, dun! Why does this gun make such a weird sound when you reload it? Noodles do not make this sound when you reload them. It sounds like a bubble gun. Lord. Also, I'm not forgetting Table Tech Shotgun. Although I guess I did for... No. That room we fought did not have tables in it. Not the previous room, because the previous room did have 1. And I flipped it in the wrong direction because of just... I had the wrong side of the table highlighted. But I do need to remember to use it on rooms that have lots of tables. I want to try, just specifically though, to get the correct direction on the table flip. And I think what I'm doing is I'm instead just not flipping the table and not getting any value out of Table Tech Shotgun. I gotta get some value out of it. This is the Table Tech Shotgun room. Yoink, 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 yoink. This is the ultimate Table Tech Shotgun room, and this is the room that I was waiting for. It's like, oh, Table Tech Shotgun, huh? Well, everything's dead. You know, when there's just 1, I'll probably forget about it, but when there's like 6 tables, oh, sign me up. Sign me up and take out the trash. You trash monster. This might actually be better with our Shadow Clone, just specifically because the Shadow Clone might have a bit of a range limit on it, and this probably has better range than the Huntsman, which is a shotgun. I love Shadow Clone. I love that it just gives you just like double damage forever. Because on a boss fight, usually you're using a good gun and it'll charge itself while you're using it. It's so good! On boss fights. It's a little less good on room fights because the Shadow Clone might get stuck behind a wall or something, but for the most part, it's like, dude, that's awesome. There it is. I was wondering where you were. Secret room chest. And now I found you. I'm not letting you get away from me again, secret room chest. No, don't have enough money for the glass Quanstone. Ooh. I was just thinking of this earlier. I feel like the Gungeon runs are just a recorded look at my slow descent into madness as I play this game for like 2,000 hours on YouTube. That's what it feels like. I'm feeling myself slowly go insane, and it's a very interesting feeling. I've never been insane before. I'm going slightly mad. I'm very slightly mad. Oh dear. Look it up, kids. But hey, as long as you guys get some enjoyment out of it. I wish that on the Shadow Clone reload, I still got the effects of my gun. Like, the Huntsman would block bullets, the JK-47 would push enemies away. I think that would be very interesting, but I understand that, you know, they can't put in every single, you know, effect in this game. There's gotta be limitations somewhere. He does block bullets, though. Did I ever know that? I guess we have the Huntsman. Did I ever know that the Shadow Clone blocks bullets? I feel like I might have, but I've just forgotten about it. That is awesome. That's a really strong effect. So not only can you use the Shadow Clone for more damage, but situationally you'll block an extra shot. And I say situationally because I don't feel like it's a good enough effect to use all the time, but just to block random bullets like on a large boss arena or something could be pretty darn good. I just don't think it's an effect that you should try to make happen just because it is a little bit finicky. And I say finicky because in order to position the Shadow Clone you have to move yourself in the opposite direction, which isn't like troublesome to do, but it's difficult to do when you're also trying to dodge enemy bullets is I guess where I'm going with that. Original name not found. Hello, welcome. How you doing? Dear Nuna says, I had no idea it blocked bullets. I only realized that right now. It's pretty sweet, if you ask me. You didn't, but I told you anyways. Also, this JK, still perfectly acceptable. Not, you know, kicking the crap out of every enemy in the game, but doing enough that I'm happy with it. Dude, we have so many keys. Yes. I'm tempted, extremely tempted to get the Lament Configurum, but unfortunately, we need active item space. We do not have active item space, and that makes me very sad. Yoink, yoink, yoink. I love that, like, bullet effects apply to Tabletech Shotgun, and familiars. It's so fun. Oh god, does it apply to bees, do you think? You think I can get a burning bee? A BB, if you will? Is this a BB gun? Hmm. Original name not found. You literally just woke up from a nap you're watching on your phone. Well, hello from your phone. I don't tend to watch streams on my phone, but I have gotten into the habit, I may have mentioned this a while back, but I've gotten into the habit of watching a little bit of YouTube on my phone before I go to sleep, and it has actually helped me with my sleep schedule. Because I lay down, and then instead of just lying down waiting to get tired, I just watch something for 20 minutes, and then I basically fall asleep with my phone in my hand. Something about just having noise active in the background just makes me more comfortable, I think. Slept for 5 hours. That's either a good nap or poor sleep. It's one or the other, but not both. Let's skip out on Lament Configurum. I really like having the Shadow Clone. We'll fight the boss. No muscle relaxant, but that's okay. We will use Skull Spitter. I'm seeing burning bees. I'm also seeing that the Shadow Clone gets my duplication of hot lead. Is it hot lead or flaming rounds? I forget what it is. But Shadow Clone is getting fire bullets when I get a fire bullet, basically every time. That's cool. Dude, these bosses are going to absolutely melt. This is dangerous. Watch out, it's gonna burn! Oh my lord, that is a very large area of poison. That's scary. That's incredibly scary. Yo, actually. Yoink. No. That's a very large AoE on that explosion. Good God. Apparently, I'm also firing bees out of my butt when I dodge roll. I never noticed that before. Is that just an effect? That's gotta be just an effect of the bomb, right? It's firing a bomb in that direction. And as a result of firing a bomb in that direction, it, Please, I want to go down. As a result of firing a bomb in that... Right, well, I gotta wait for the fire to go away. As a result of firing the bomb, it's firing at a bee. That's really cool. That's really cool. Original name not found. I have heard of the game Blasphemous. I looked it up. Not fully, though. But I will try to look into it a little bit more between now and when it releases. May or may not play it, of course. But we'll see. There's a lot of games that I would like to pay attention to as they get closer to release. And not just indie games, like indie roguelikes. I think it would actually be a lot of fun to maybe play through some of Cyberpunk when that game gets released. I've never done like a, not chat chooses, but like a more adventure game. Role-playing adventure game with chat being like, what should we do? We're playing Fallout, we're playing Cyberpunk, we're playing Skyrim. I think it could be a lot of fun. Hey, knock it off. Stay over there. Gotcha. Stay over there. Gotcha. I love that those shots bounce. There's a demo on Steam for Blasphemous. I remember looking at that. I'll have to actually check out the demo. Because there's a demo, not a lot of games have demos, but because there's a demo, I'm wondering if they're actually doing like press copies and stuff like that. Not that I'm a member of the press or anything, but I don't know if they're actually giving out codes for people to play and stream and stuff like that. They might just say, hey, just look at the demo. That's all you're gonna get. Maybe they'll reserve that for, you know, the larger streamers out there and YouTubers. You never know. Blip, 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 blip. Just keep firing bees, basically. Also, don't forget about that bomb. That bomb, I've learned, does a pretty decent amount of damage, and if it lights the entire room on fire, that's pretty good for us. Bloop, 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 bloop. Shit! I want to see Shella Boys in chat. That's what I want. Hello, my little Shella friend. How are you doing today? My boy! So what is the synergies with Shella Boy? I know that there's T for 2, which is a synergy with every familiar, and it's garbage. But isn't there another synergy that just makes him better? That just makes him like do more damage and fire faster and fire bullets? I forget if it's Shellagun, but if it is Shellagun, I worry that we can't get it because we may have already had Shellagun on a recent run. Ah, hello. Darkness, my old friend. Alright, at least Altered Bees gave me a noodle boy. Should not have done that, but you know what? What's done is done. And Saruna Hot Knights. Hello. Welcome. Okay. Let's see what we got. Molotov. Basically worthless, but we'll pick it up. Put it down. Okay. Bit. I was gonna say I would love to see a scouter item so that I could actually look and see how much damage he's doing. Okay, so I rolled, created fire, and took damage while I was teleporting. So technically that did break the no-hit run, but I think that's BS and we should still count as it as a no-hit run because it's just a stupid fucking fire. I don't want to drop the item because I think it's an interesting one, but if I take damage outside of combat due to the teleportation not giving me an opportunity to dodge roll, I'm not counting that. Personally, I'm not counting that. You can count it if you want. Personally, I think it's BS. I hate that when you're teleporting, that shit can happen. It's so frustrating. Oh, we're absolutely counting it? You can if you want. I'm still not going to count it. It's not like I lost any glass Guanstones either. I haven't been able to afford any. Help me, Shella Boy. Help me. Help me. Man. Wait, why is the undead afraid of me? Is that their weakness? The undead are afraid of noodles? Okay, well now you can count it. I should go talk to Ash, because apparently all he needs to know is that frickin' zombies are just afraid of noodles. Why did I dodge into the corner? Wingman is way too expensive. Staff of Firepower, way too expensive. They're the same quality. Actually, yeah, I think Wingman is A tier, so the Staff of Firepower is probably going to be 120. Let's use Skull Spitter. Fight our king. Good job, Shella Boy. Yo. I hate it. There's so much fire. I gotta go through the fire. Fire, don't touch me. Don't touch me at all, at all, at all. And of course I have to be fighting the boss that's immune to fire. I mean, it's not like any other boss could show up, but you know what I mean. You son of a gun. Got him. The floor is lava boss fight. That would actually be kind of interesting if you fought a boss when the floor was completely covered in fire and then you had to just try to avoid the fire. I think that would be kind of cool, actually, because here's the thing. Fire in the game... No, we already found them both, that's right. Fire in the game... Technically speaking, you will never take damage from it unless you stop dodge rolling, because you can dodge roll and reduce the buildup of fire faster than it builds up. Poison, on the other hand, you can't do that. If the poison stacks up... You're lucky, Shellaman. If the poison stacks up, you will not be able to dodge fast enough to prevent the poison from stacking up. You have to actually... oh god! Get away from me! Didn't realize the rocks had fallen. The poison will build up enough and you'll take damage. There's no way you can avoid it by dodge rolling alone. So I think it would be fun to have a fight that's completely on lava. Anyways, we need a new gun. Production model. Doesn't that give it like bouncing shots? Yeah. The thing is, it's not as good as the other railgun though, because it doesn't home. Technically the true railgun, not the prototype, the one that we have right now, but the other one, technically it does home in. But we don't have homing shots with this railgun, so it's very difficult to use it as a room clearing gun, because specifically it's not homing in. It would be cool if it did, of course, but it does not. Give me my chest. Don't destroy my chest, Chillin. Evolver, huh? No. It's fun, but once it gets to its max form, it's kind of like, just a rocket launcher. It's just a standard rocket launcher. No, actually pick it up, please. There you go. Wonderful, I've marked the room. Do it with this Derringer, huh? What about these two Derringers? Another unfortunate thing is that you don't get to see the gun on your familiar friend, which would be really cool if you did, but give me my money back. Grenade launcher. Thump, 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 thump. Am I doing it right? Let me just hide for a million years. You'll never hit me. Shell boy. I know you don't have like the same target selection as the wolf or anything like that, but I need you to chase down those guys that are buffing everyone else. Please. Please. Gungeon is feeling generous today because you got the King Room and the Challenge Room. You know, I wouldn't say that's being generous. I think that's just being Gungeon. I do like the bonus room, of course. That one there to get the free item from fighting. It's a free item. I'm probably going to be fighting the rooms anyways, might as well give it to me. Now, a synergy chest on top of it's pretty dope, but unfortunately it's not actually synergy. Cover the screen in bullets! More! More! Ah! I'm on fire. How did that happen? Let's switch over to the Evolver for a little while. It's currently in a fun form. Oh my god, where are these bullets coming from? Why does this happen with guns sometimes? What? Look at where this bullet is coming from. Do you see this? As I get further away, it gets more accurate. And then as I get closer, it's just like, I'm just gonna fire off in this direction. Oh, it fixed. It fixed itself. What? You okay? Maybe it's just too wiggly. Maybe that's the problem. Nah! I think I killed him with the dodge roll. Maybe he just needs to be less wiggly. I'm gonna get you. Now, if only I could figure out why that happens with the rocket launcher form of chamber gun, because that gun is always off, and I have no idea why. I don't think I've ever gotten that gun to fire straight. Oh, it's so good. What's that? No firing in your shop? 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 Their shop's on fire! By the way, I'm firing in your shop. We've done it. We have a glass Swanstone. This... There needs to be a, an edit of that meme picture of the weird dog at a table drinking his coffee saying everything's fine when everything's on fire, and it's gonna be Bello behind a desk, arms folded. Everything's fine, as his shop is on fire. Why do you bully the shopkeeper? 'Cause he's an asshole! That's why. Anyways. Hey, let's fire double railguns, why don't we? Did already? Good, good. This is a really good run. It's gonna fire off another Shadow Clone. He'll go do some work for me. Like, we're doing so much damage that the Dreadnought's not taking very much at all when I'm firing the railgun shots. I guess we just have that many Shadow Clones out there firing railguns. Oh god! We're all gonna burn! Was there anything that we wanted from the shop? No, already did the chest room. Nothing good in Torque's shop, if I remember correctly. I guess we're just out then. I guess we're just out. We out! We out, boy! Let's go, boy! Hot lead Gungeon Ant should have a synergy that makes small ant minions spawn. Because of fire ants. I think synergies like that would be really cool. All we need is people to work on them. I do like that idea though, like a fire ant synergy, and then you get little fire ant minions that just light enemies on fire. It sounds sweet, honestly. Keep forgetting I actually do have remote bullets now, so... And I do keep forgetting about it. Maybe that's why I was having a little bit of a hard time on the previous couple of rooms. It's like, why are my shots not hitting properly? Oh, right. I want to see what happens. Nothing. Doesn't seem like I'm getting a secondary effect out of the, oh! Flipped it in the wrong direction. Doesn't look like I'm getting a secondary effect out of the Shadow Clone. Which makes sense, because the bullet's coming out of the gun, but if there is no gun on the Shadow Clone, then he can't be spawning the beam at all, right? So it actually does make a little sense. Dude, homing bullets with the table flip is actually pretty freaking sweet. Though I do need to change guns now. I guess we're gonna go back to Void Shotgun. I mean, it is gonna be extremely accurate now. Tongue. I like tongue gun. It's not bad. Oof, oof. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you with my table flip action. Ugh. Aw, I'm covered in love. You get it off me! Huh? Wait a minute, did opening up the slow motion pause menu change the arrow's trajectory? It totally, look at this arrow. I'm gonna make it take like a frickin' 180 degree turn here. Look at that. I did not expect that. I thought that they would have accounted for like the gun slow motion menu on homing remote bullets or stuff like that. Guess it doesn't. Not fully anyways. Weird. We're always just discovering new things about Gungeon every day, aren't we? We're the frickin' Gungeon Mythbusters. It's very unusual. It's not unusual to be buggy in Gungeon. It's not unusual to accidentally hurt yourself with B-gun. To have your charming arrows turn 90 degrees. It's not unusual to have bugs in Gungeon. Yeah. Blech. Also, rapid fire, hello, welcome. How you doing? It's not unusual to light yourself on fire. It's not unusual to die to Amoconda. Now I'm pushing it as far as I can. You better damn well believe it. Oh, I thought this was gonna be another shop. Have we even found the primary shop? We have not. Where the hell are you, dude? He's hiding. That's what it is. He's hiding. He's scared. A bee got him. Ooh, change guns. Change guns. Actually, we don't need guns here. Where we're going, we don't need guns. I have the wrong gun out, but it actually worked. Let us is delicious, and let us actually go and, you know, we actually don't need to sell anything. I was thinking we could. I don't think heart purse synergizes with anything that we have, although I forget what all the different heart items synergize with. I do know that the brown one synergizes with hip holster to make the hip holster shot home. That's what I remember. Everything else, no freaking idea. High Priest? Ugh. No. Oh, good. Really did not want to fight High Priest. Thank you, bees. Man, that is why whenever I walk into the kill pillar fight, I'm okay. Found it. I'm okay. Wow. I'm okay using a blank immediately, because I know that if I just use one blank at the beginning of the combat, I'm not taking damage. Especially if you have a high damage piercing weapon, you can obliterate that boss. Kill Pillars is the easiest boss in the entire freaking game, IMO, unless you're on DD20 mode, in which case, you know, run for your life. But if you're not, it's really freaking good and easy. I'm gonna get rid of some low quality stuff. We don't need JK anymore. We don't really need stuff like green guanstone, so I'm gonna drop it. I hate doing it because it's high quality, but that means, you know, it's worth a lot of money. Table Take Rocket is one of the worst items in the game. Nano Machines might have a synergy at some point. Everything else I think is okay. We have 189 bucks. That's more than enough to buy a couple of items on the next floor, but let's just make sure we can. Let's sell that, and let's sell this. There we go. That gives us enough money to buy 2 high-quality items on the next floor, and we still have 2 keys remaining to open up something on the next floor. A couple of chests. Good stuff. It's strange the shopkeeper doesn't mind shooting, but he doesn't mind breaking the wall down with a blank. Maybe he's just excited to have a new closet. You know, oh, a new place to hide the bodies. Wonderful. Because, I mean, think about it. What does he do with all the Gungeoneer corpses that make his way to his shop and he kills them because they're trying to steal from him? Oh, God. Bees! Fuck! I couldn't see it. But my own bee got me. Damn it, bee! Why couldn't you just leave me alone, bee? Because... Yoink! Dude, honestly, this Tabletech shotgun homing bolt thing is really awesome. Homing bolt? Got nuclear throne on the brain, I think. This table tech shotgun remote bullet thing is pretty cool. I'm liking it. Hollow is this semi-cemetery. Cemetery full of dead boys. Oh, thank you, Shello Boy. Actually makes my life much easier. Thank you, boy. 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 Listen up, boy. You're gonna kill all those muzzle wisps for me, okay, boy? Oh, God. Admittedly, sometimes it is very tricky to actually aim the table tech shot while I'm trying to dodge. Shello Boy! You fool! You son of a gun! Luckily, I don't need it because I have enough chests already on the floor to spend my keys on. And we got this chest too. He broke a chest! Oh, God damn it, it happened again. Now I'm just dodging out of panic. Shello Boy! Don't break the chest! Hey, switch to the right weapon, please. Oh! Shello Boy F lol. I've never seen him break a chest before. I actually didn't think that could happen. Because normally, enemies can break the... normally enemies can break opened chests, but not non-open chests. But I suppose he's technically not an enemy. He's an ally. He's on my side. So the game is treating that as if it was my own bullet, hence it's giving me the effect of him breaking the chest, and it's kind of annoying and unfortunate, but there it is. Frickin' Shello Boy, what the hell are you doing to me, buddy? Nice. What were we using? A little bit of Void Shotgun, a little bit of Void Marshal, it's pretty good. Ah! I'm still doing it too, like, ah, the fire! Really gotta, you know, stop dodge rolling so much. But it's hard! Rolling's fun! Get out of here, no one likes you. Okay, that is definitely not an enemy appearing. Morgiliath! Morgiliath! Hello, welcome. Thank you for the resub for 10 months. I appreciate it. Everyone say thank you, Morgiliath. Thank you. Thank you, Morgiliath. Morgiliath. Ooh. Sorry, just drinking some water. Thank you for the cheer as well. No message with it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Joe says, I thought I saw Abe shoot it with the Void Shotgun. The chest? I don't think so, but I guess there is a possibility that I did with, like, the homing remote bullet effect, but I'm pretty sure it was Shello Boy with his giant laser beam of death. But, you know, maybe it was. Maybe it was me. Sorry. Take credit where credit is due, I suppose. But I'm pretty sure it was Shello Man. We'll have to take a look at the recording on that one. And the judges have ruled it was Shello Man who broke the chest. He's gonna receive the penalty. His laser 1,000,000% touched it. I will accept that he didn't destroy it, but his laser did touch the chest, 100%. You're not gonna ever convince me of otherwise, because I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
And my axe.
But he definitely touched it, but he may not have destroyed it technically. I'm doing too much damage. What? Is it even possible to do too much damage? Oh god, fire! It is possible to do too much damage if you're not necessarily getting full charge on your shadow clone. You're probably doing too much damage. I think my shadow clone broke the rocket, which was awesome. Oh dude, this is gonna be impossible. This phase dodge rolling, creating fire. That's fire. That's fire. Oh god. I think we'll do it. Blech. Bum 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 bum. The laser was below it when it was destroyed. The laser was stopped by the chest. The laser was like... It was like this, and it was getting stopped by the chest, and then he broke it, and then it went through the chest. So that's how I know that his laser hit it. But I will, I will acknowledge that it is possible, theoretically, that my bullets were the destructive element involved. Anyways, what the hell are we doing? Void shotgun, void marshal. You know, we're just gonna void this run up, I suppose. Where does our... gunboot's still active, but the bomb doesn't. Where does our paradox come from? The void. There you go, it's the void run. There you go. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Okay. Still got Shello Boy, good. We're kind of combined missing some of our shots, but you know what? That's okay. Does Void Shotgun just do that much damage, or do I have like a massive damage upgrade that I don't know about? Because that Spectral Gun Nut, both of them, they died in 2 shots each from Void Shotgun. What is that? What is happening? Why is this gun doing so much damage? What? It's gotta be Unity. It's gotta be Unity giving the gun substantial power because I have like the railgun or something. Otherwise, it's just ridiculous the damage output that we've got right now. I say ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. It's just a lot. You know what it could be? You know what it could be? It could be that every bullet is getting an individual damage bonus, and it's larger because there's more bullets in the shotgun. That's what it could be. Like, what if every bullet normally does 2 damage, and every bullet's getting like a +5 because of Unity? That's a massive damage increase in that particular situation. Maybe that's what's happening here. Well, like, right now, we're just crushing these enemies. They don't stand a freaking chance. Switch to another low damage gun to see if it's Unity. I don't have any other low damage guns. I have Cold 45. I just 4-shot a Hell Bulletkin. Maybe it's the bees, you know? Something I haven't given credit, where credit is due. Maybe it's the bees that are giving me such a massive damage bonus, but something is. There's 1-shot a book, 1-shot a book, 1-shot a book. I have no idea. But I'm thinking maybe it's some sort of damage bonus that's being applied flat per bullet, and as a result, shotguns gain a lot more damage from Unity. Which, if that's true, fuck, that was my own doing. If that's true, that would be a very interesting synergy, something I've never considered before, which is that shotgun weapons might get a larger damage bonus for certain damage upgrade items. really I didn't have table flip invincibility. That time I got stuck on a wall. But like, our damage is kind of crazy right now. Come on, click. I think 6 Void Marshal shots would have killed that D20 Bulletkin. D20 Bulletkin? You know, the D20 guy. Like, we're killing jammed enemies quickly as well. No reinforcements because of the weird hand. Let's go fight the boss. Let's use the Void Marshal. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm not even like firing the Void Marshal quickly. I'm just like tap shooting it every once in a while. Oh god! Nine. We're still talking about the— no! Oh fuck! Please! Boss intro! Speed up! Oh, god damn it. Why is that still a thing in 2019? I don't mean 2019 video games, I mean 2019 Gungeon. This game's been out for like a million years. Still haven't fixed it where you can accidentally take damage if you're burning when you transition to a new boss level. Come on! Come on! That's so ridiculous. Wasn't it a green chest that broke on the forge? I thought it was green, but maybe it was blue. Ow! Oh god, you know what's happening? I understand what's happening now. I'm reloading when I fire a bee. No wonder I'm not getting a lot of grenades out of this. It's reloading whenever I fire a bee. Come on, dodge roll. Fix your damn game. Yeah, that was a good run. That's a fun run. Oops, took my finger off the button. Pretty cool synergies that weren't really officially synergies. A lot of fire accidentally. Bees greater than grenades, apparently. Apparently they're equivalent as far as the gun goes. But a fun run. Could you get a high coolness and have a ton of shadow clones out? Yes, you could. If you had an item that basically filled your shadow clone active item instantly, then you could have like 50 of them out. They're not limited by quantity, only by time. So you can get 3 or 4 out if you're doing enough damage. And I have done it before. I have had like 50% coolness, or I should say 10 coolness to give myself 50% active item cooldown reduction. And I could get like 4 shadow clones out at the same time. And with a railgun, that was a really fun run when we had it. I just didn't want to use this railgun, honestly, because it wasn't as impressive as I thought it would be, and really it seemed like we were doing enough damage that we didn't need the extra damage from the railgun. Like, picking that up and getting Unity must have given me a massive damage bonus, but maybe it was like gun boots or something, I don't know. But something was giving me a massive damage bonus where that Void shotgun was just obliterating enemies. I don't know what it was though, but it was cool. Anyways, fun run. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.